While it's not unusual for a business leader to say the Wall Street Journal has played an important role in his life, it is unusual for one to say his company was founded from an ad in the Wall Street Journal. But that's the story for Tom H. Sween and his company E.A. Sween, a manufacturer of food for people on the go. It started out in 1955 as a franchise of Stewart sandwiches.
We were in the dairy business before that, and he was at a point where it was getting competitive and trying to find what's the next step in his life, and it was through the Wall Street Journal ad that he found a franchise. And basically the story was you needed to, one, get into this franchise family, but also you needed a production facility and you needed to buy your own fleet of trucks, and then you basically had to follow recipes within your geography. And so we did that. We did that for a number of years, and that was really what my grandfather built.
The company now sells through many channels, including one that may seem surprising: the military.
But the military is also a very large customer of ours. We have a sales group that is divided by channel. So we also sell to the grocery channel, vending, and we would categorize it a little bit in convenience store because on their basis they might have 10 to 20 little convenience stores.
Like any client-based business, work volume goes up and down, which can lead to the need to make hard staffing decisions. Sween has learned that during times of reductions, that transparency is the best policy.
We had a large customer that was extremely material, and we had hired a lot of people to help support that customer. But it was a contract-based business where we know that you might lose it. It depends on what's going to happen in this environment, and that was one where we lost. We literally point to the board when we start talking about stuff. We got to deal with this in respect for people. We're going to be honest. I mean, when you talk about how we manage our business, there's the people side, but you also have to have some structure, and we pride ourselves on being professionally managed. And so we took care of our people. We made it good communication and walk through, which is, I say, part of respect is being straight and honest. And we talk to people on their way out. And those are tough decisions, but it is the reality of the business. I'll tell you, there were a lot of people who were crying and felt bad that the organization lost this customer. It sounds like it might be simple and just kind of corporate speak, but I think people really believe in it.
Succession plans in family-owned businesses can be tricky things, particularly in third generations, yet the Sweens have managed theirs successfully. It started with frank discussions between father and son.
And this was the two-way street. Could he view me as someone who he thought I could take over as a third generation? The percent of success is very low in third generation. And so as we transitioned, he had a plan, which I could see, of just not one day flipping the switch. And so he was working on his own timeline of working himself out of the business in a slower process.
The company's goals for the future are lofty, but Sween is confident they can be met.
You know, what we've done in the last 4 years is tried to develop, not only we've really taken the spirit of the company, that thinking that I've talked about, but then defined it as what is our business purpose, which is food for people on the go, where we haven't had that statement always out there, what we stand for and why we show up every day. But then also our 2 by 2020 vision is we want to profitably double the business. That's where we kind of set a stake in the ground. Now, how are we going to get there? And what I want to do is execute that strategy and grow the business long term.